Welcome to the You're in Charge podcast, prioritizing your self-care without sacrifice. I'm your host, Heather Dumas, healthy lifestyle strategist, owner and founder of HD Transformations Coaching Company. I am passionate about helping you juggle all the balls and look and feel like a badass doing it. Would you consider yourself a pessimist or an optimist? I consider myself an optimist, but I definitely get in a funk. I can get in a funk and I can get stuck in this negative, icky, yucky spot momentarily. I've learned how to pull myself out of it. But I'm curious, how do you feel? Do you feel like you get stuck? Do you feel like you're mostly positive person? I hope you feel like you're a mostly positive person. I hope you are a mostly positive person, because being a negative is not a fun place to be, but I'm not judging that part right now. I found an interesting statistic a while back that women are 5 times more likely to experience negative thoughts. And I thought that was pretty interesting because that's a big number, like 5 times, like maybe twice as many or whatever, but 5 times. So of course, my next question was why? Why do women experience so many more negative thoughts? And unfortunately, where I got that statistic, they didn't expand on that, but I did not dive down that rabbit hole either. I'm sure I could research it, but I just decided to come up with my own ideas. And what I thought of was maybe it's pressure. Maybe it's because we hold ourselves to a different standard. We feel like we're held to a different standard. I know for sure women are judged more harshly, especially in the business world. You know, you're supposed to look a certain way, act a certain way, make sure you smile. Don't be too bitchy. Don't be too this, there's a lot of things. If you're assertive, you're bitchy. If you're smiley, you're dumb. If you're, there's like all these different standards. When you have to look pretty and you have to be thin and tall and whatever, blonde, blue-eyed, there's all these standards we think we're supposed to hold ourselves to. So maybe that's where the negative stuff comes from. But I think also maybe it comes from that we hold ourselves to a high standard, not physically, not because of how we look or whatever, but because we know we're capable of so much. Especially my type A high achiever friends. We think that we can do everything and we think we should be able to do it perfectly. And we should be able to do it better than anyone else. And so it's no wonder we would go down on ourselves when we can't do everything perfectly and better than everyone else. It's not realistic, but yes, that's the thoughts I'll say me, but I'm going to assume the rest of you think the same way. So it can be hard to not get stuck in that negative. It's interesting though, as soon as your kids need you, as soon as your boss walks in, we can flip the switch, right? You're down in the dumps. You're hating your life. You hate everyone. Fuck everybody. And then your kid comes in. You're like, hi, sweetie. How are you? And you can fake it, right? You can fake it. Why is that? Why is it we always have enough energy to do something for someone else? We always have enough energy and desire to be on, to be happy, to be positive for other people. You could be having the biggest fight ever with your husband and your boss walks in and you're like, oh, yep, everything's great, because you don't want to bring that into work, right? So sometimes I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good tool to have. But if you do it too much, it will literally make you sick. It will make you fat. It will make you miserable, obviously, but miserable in different ways. Exhausted, brain fogged. All those things happen from stuffing it down, from faking it, from not dealing with it. And by dealing with it, I mean getting out of the funk, figuring out why you're in the funk and then getting the hell out of it. I know for a fact that if you are following me, you want to feel better. You want to look better. You want to be a healthier person. If that's not what you want, I don't know why you're following me. Maybe you're just nice. I don't know, but I'm guessing that's what you want. And there is a huge, huge, huge connection between what happens between your ears and what happens in your body. So every time we experience one of those negative thoughts, it stirs up the same reaction, the same chemical stuff as when we are either hiding from danger, running from danger, um, feeling danger, as in famine. So that response, that chemical response within our body is exactly the same. And it's not a good thing. It's a good thing if you need to run from the bear. It's a good thing if there is a famine. But there isn't. This is 2023. We're not going to be going without food for a very significant amount of time, maybe without toilet paper. Now, hopefully that's done too. But all the time, every time you trigger that response, your body does a bunch of different things. It floods your blood with sugar. It tells your body to store fat and burn muscle. It turns off your prefrontal cortex, which means you can't think logically. And it speeds up your heart rate and raises up your blood pressure. All of things that are great if you need to protect yourself, but not if you don't. When we go through that cycle, I've talked about it so many times, but when we go through that stress cycle, it takes a toll on our body. So there's another way to approach it rather than taking deep breaths or counting to 10 or whatever. Those things are fine. But I think more than that, I think you can make a mindset shift before it happens. I think you can decide that you're in charge, that you're in charge of how you're going to feel and how you're going to react and how you're going to look at the day. If you can flip a switch and be happy for your child and flip a switch and say everything's fine when your boss walks in, you can absolutely flip a switch and tell yourself, I choose to look at the bright side today. I choose to not allow these things to ruffle me, to send me into a spin. Is it going to piss you off if someone cuts you off in traffic? Yes. But should it ruin your day? No. If you go to put your favorite pants on and they feel a little tight, yeah, that sucks. That's the worst. Should it ruin your day? Does it mean that you're a failure? Does it mean you're a loser? Does it mean you're a big fat slob? No. And that's what we do. We take this one little thing and we make it mean all these other things. You know, your spouse didn't respond like you wanted him to when you were talking to him this morning, which then we spiral that into they this, they that, me, our relationship. It's going to hell in a handbasket. No. What it means is they were probably tired. They were probably distracted, probably had no idea that they responded that way or didn't respond that way. So you can make a choice. Are you going to show up and make everyone else pay for everything? Or are you going to show up and make it happen? And you can make it happen with making a decision that I'm going to look at things from a positive lens. I'm going to assume the best in people. That's one I had to teach myself because I came from some very, very cynical people. So I had to teach myself to see the best in people. Now I'm going to get a little bit in your face for a minute, a little bit more in your face. Okay. A lot of times when we are not happy with how we look or how we feel or what's going on, and we don't feel like it's happening fast enough, and we get pissed off and we take it out on the world. What I mean by that is you see someone else reaching your goals. You see someone else losing the weight, someone else gaining the muscle, someone else looking like they have all the energy in the world, and you get pissed off. Don't do that. It doesn't hurt them. It just hurts you. It only makes it worse for you. You are you. You're in charge of you, and you're in charge of your mind, your body, and your soul. You get to decide. How does the day go? Are you going to get up and are you going to fight for yourself? Are you going to attack the day with a positive attitude and go, okay, I'm going to go crush this. I'm going to go lift as much as I can lift. I'm going to eat as well as I can eat. I'm going to make sure that I get my water and I put a smile on my face because I feel it, not because I'm faking it. Or are you going to get up and go, it's not working. It's not fair. She does nothing and she looks great and she gets to eat whatever she wants. And she has a husband that helps out and my husband doesn't help me at all. All of that just works against you. So you can show up and you can make everyone else pay for the life that you wish you had, or you can show up and be someone to follow and emulate. You can be the person that says, you know what? I'm not where I want to be, and I'm going to keep working my ass off till I get there. And I am going to seek out help. I'm going to hire a coach. I'm going to hire a trainer. I'm going to follow whatever. I'm going to do what I need to do. And by becoming that role model, by becoming that leader, you not only are obviously going to positively affect the people around you, but let's be honest, that's not who we're talking about right now. We're talking about you. We don't care about them right now. They may benefit, but it's actually going to benefit you. It's going to make you feel better. Your body will respond in kind. You will have more energy. It will start to work the way it's supposed to. It will start to burn the fat it's supposed to. It will send the blood and the sugar and all the things that it's supposed to send to the right places, not to the places to protect you from the bear that's chasing you. What you think and how you see the world and how you approach the world. Yes, this may seem like woo-woo, blah, blah stuff. It's not. It has a direct impact on your health and your physical body. And maybe that skinny bitch over there is just real positive because she's a positive person and her body's responding. And is it annoying? Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying as hell. But maybe try being more positive and see what happens. Maybe try allowing people to and things to roll off of you. Maybe take some ownership and say, you know what? I choose to not allow that to affect me because it's going to make me store fat. I mean, you can be as simple as that with yourself. It is not hard. What is hard is being negative, being cynical, allowing people to piss you off all day, constantly fighting the world and fighting your own body. That's hard. So I know I got a little bit on a tangent there, but I just can't tell you how many people that I talk to that they're so frustrated. And I get being frustrated. I get seeing other people reach your goals and you're not getting there. And it's frustrating as hell. But if you allow that to affect you to the point where you're thinking about it for more than that moment. Oh, look at her. She's got what I want. Yeah, good for her. And then for the next 2 hours later, you're like, that wasn't fair. No. I do all these things. I do this and I do that. And it's not working for me. That's what's not working for you. That's not what's working for you. So manage your energy, manage your thoughts. I actually have a course that I don't ever talk about that I created a while back to shift your mindset. If you're interested in that, let me know. Shoot me a message and I'll share it with you. But mindset has a huge impact on your physical body, a huge impact. And the simplest things like getting up in the morning and deciding that it's going to be a good day, regardless of what comes. It sounds dumb, but I'm telling you, it works. It works. I know it works because I've had to teach myself this. I had to make some huge changes and I've watched my clients. I have watched my clients go from Eeyore to Tigger, and they do it because they suddenly start to go, oh, if I don't expect bad things, if I don't walk around hating everyone, I have a lot more energy to spend on me. And we're all selfish. It's about us, right? So if you want energy for you, stop spending it on other people. If you want to lose fat, if you want to feel better, stop allowing other people to negatively affect you. Put your shield up, allow yourself to feel how you want to feel. So I hope that's helpful. If I ruffled your feathers, good. That's my job. But you are in charge. You are in charge of your energy. You're in charge of your mindset. You're in charge of your happiness. And just like you will always have energy to do something else for someone else that matters to you, you've got to allow yourself to have enough energy to do it for you. You have to make sure that you're putting yourself first, physically and in your head. So, that was a lot. Let me know if you want to know about the mindset course. Let me know if I can help you in any way. And if I pissed you off, I'd love to know that too. Because that means it's true. You are in charge, my friend. You're in charge. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you're in charge. You're the only one who can create the life and the body you desire. You and only you. I'm here to guide you. I'm here to cheer you on and occasionally to give you the kick in the ass you need to make it happen. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you found value in today's episode, please hit subscribe. It'll bring all the newest episodes to the top of your list. You won't have to worry about it. One less thing. And I would love for you to share it with your most stressed out, frazzled friend. She needs it even more than you do. If you have a question or a topic that you'd like me to cover, reach out, shoot me a message on any of the socials or directly on my website. I would love to hear your idea, your question, and I'm always looking for new ones. Until next time, keep being the badass you are, and remember, you are in charge.